Welcome by Pyanodons with alternative energy, 370 hours walkthrough base tour. What we are doing already a few episodes is working on the Pi 2 potions. And the last episode I dedicated to explain everything about Arquats. Arquat honey, how to produce Arquat queens, and how to produce Arquats themselves. The Arquats after 10 hours are quite not really. I have already 4 queens, and I use this to making eggs. The rest is almost upscaling, waiting that there are more Arquats, more queens, more this, more that. And we made already Anthropod blood and Arquat venom. Anthropod blood we don't need right now, so you have to store that. But I did it only ever to test, because I don't like to waste my Arquats, because I need my Arquats for modules. That is much more important right now. What we did this episode, it is eventjes interrupted, but okay. Believe me, it starts running soon if the materials are there, because there was a problem with the rubber again, and the rubber is latex, and latex is formic acid, and formic acid comes from the Vraux, and the Vraux was stuck up because he cannot release the meat or brains or something like that. So I make some more guts, and I make some more chest, so it starts allemaal weer running the progress, but it takes a while because the belts are very long, and the bus to get that here. But believe me, it is working, and we have already many to prove you. Here you see there is already a stack. These are the, how you call it, cytostatics. To come back here, this one we made already, and I don't know why we have need the hydrostatics. I think we work first. I worked on the paragen and sulfite Saccharus is one recipe. You see, it come here from the belt, and you get both. So it's easy peasy. Of means easy peasy, but that is an advance. To get this, you need just this one. That will do it. Cytostatics. How to get cytostatics? Cytostatics we get from glassware, plasmids, and that is the plasmids is dus the rubber. Yeah, because that is for the laboratory instruments. And laboratory instruments, a part of it is rubber. C-spun we made already in another episode. Plastic bar we have, and Delican we have also. Mix it together and we get the cytostats. Yes, we are very close, by the way, now to the Pi 2 science, finally. Artificial blood we have, subcritical water we have, cocktail cuts we have, everything we have. So we can make nu what we do here, the paragen and the, with the hard to pronounce, the sulfide Sarcoris. Yeah. Separate them. I don't know how to do that later, because if one is overflowing and one is too short, of course you have to release it. Simple is it. And we have this already. The factory that made this, because we need this one, is also an ingredient for the Pi science. For the logistic science packs, yes. Yes, for the logistic science packs. So I cancel this factory, because you're gonna use this one. There are more than enough. And this one also, to make this, use subcritical water, so we waste only subcritical water because it's also not easy to get enough subcritical water. My goodness, the one what the names you use, the designer. This one, the next. Wait, let me show you. Keep on track. This we have dus. Now we're going to work on the good alien sample. The good alien sample, poor alien sample, we have glassware, we have biosamples, we have DNA polymers. That is the first one. Biopolymers, en daar komen de aquat honey. And that's why I start early already with the aquat, otherwise we have to wait 10 hours before we have one drop honey, what we can use, because the honey I need also for multiplying and making everything, queens and name it, and the eggs and weet ik het. For everything I need aquat honey, also in barrels or separate. So I cannot use too much right now because I don't have enough too much. But now I have a quite nice honey factory, and that is, where was that now? Even kijken. The honey factory. That is here. This is the honeycombs, what he make, and you see it is quite. I need some more. That is coming, I guess, because I just, hoe noem je dat? I just extend this. That is coming, the combs coming from here. You see, the combs are coming. But I have only one factory, so it takes some time. Maybe I have to extend this also. But it's not so important because it is only for one time, because if there one time there are enough the combs, empty combs, then I can recycle them. Because the full ones return with the empty ones. It's only for one time that you need a stock. Oké. Nou, daar gaat hij. Glassware, laboratory-instruments dus, retrovirus en vrouw kokons. And that makes dus, now the belt is helemaal full already. Then we go to the next ingredient, and the next ingredient for the good alien sample are the primers. The primers. It's almost not so hard this, by the way. The primers. Oh, I see the plankton is a little bit low. Yeah. Dus that we have also to extend the plankton factory, the farm. Now, again, laboratory instruments, incubated paddy disc, sap, the mushrooms, and the phytoplankton. And then we make primer. See, it's working already. And this was it for as now. I update some, and that took me 10 hours. Yes, it took me really 10 hours, and not, I don't play off the keyboard, AFK. I play pure because there is always, well, something to do. Anyway, I extend my wind farm also with 200 windmills because I was reaching 4.2 gigawatt. And you see, sometimes there is no wind and steam engines are kicking in. And the steam engines produce, I saw one time, I don't know how it's possible, I think because the steam buffer, 2 gigawatt on electricity, and the remaining 2 gig was from the windmills. Only 2 gig. You see, there are 917 already, 990. And this one sometimes goes down to 2.5 or something, and then we have a problem. And now it is we are running. It is very unstable. It comes because there are some factories, they consume a lot of electricity if they kick in, but they don't run complete 100%. sometimes only. And there are the use 10 megawatt each. Dus if 10 pieces of that kick in, then you have already 100 megawatt. Okay, I keep it by this. I like to ask you to subscribe if you like it. And thank you for watching. And I hope to see you in the next episode. And I hope to finish the Pi to Science. I don't promise nothing, but I hope to finish it. Because what is left is not much anymore. We have everything right now because the microfiber hebben we, plastic hebben we, Corlex hebben we. Nee, we have not everything. This one we need. Now, that is easy peasy. Methanol we have already. Carbon dioxide we have. Ammonia we have many. So we can make then, we get methanol in return and we get 4 amine. Yeah, dus that I have to make. The aquaferum, I told you already, I make that already a little bit, but I have to wait that the aquats are more multiplying and that I have more aquats and that I can slaughter them because it is cyan. It is wasting aquats to slaughter them now because I can have to use them for modules. Okay, this is aquat honey we have. Waar waren we? This one, the good alien sample. The good alien sample we can make this. We have everything. If we have at least enough the aquat venom, that is ever the question. If we have that, then we can make the science pack too, because we have everything. Oh no, this one. This one is Yeadols. Yeah, and Yeadols, that are plants, or ready for what it is, fungus, I see. And I made it already. I'm already crafting them, so we can start soon with starting a a farm, because that is very important, because it takes time. You see, here we have already 2 pieces, and 2 pieces is just enough, is just a minimum, I guess. To multiply them. But how we get the Yeadols? The Yeadols we get is not so hard to do, by the way. Yeadols. Because Yeadols you get from spore, not from seeds. But we have to make fungal substrate, which is logs, biomass and water, for example. And that is it, by the way, because there are other recipes are not yet available. We need special fungus. No, sorry, that's not true. This is the recipe, by the way, for the DNA what I use. Dat niet dus de sporen van die mushrooms en de sporen van die Yeadols. What I have already, I make already a farm for the sporen. This we all have, nothing. And the Yeadol codex, now Yeadol codex is also simple. It's actually almost the same as the other codex except the red wire. So I have to add the red wire in the chest, in the requested chest, and it is running now, right now. To make Yeadols. This is a recipe is available, and the rest is not available. So this is the only one we can do. So we need the substrate, what I told you already, the sporen I have already, and fertilizer. We have to make fertilizer. Fertilizer, I think I use this recipe. Gives 10 fertilizer in one cycle, 10 ash, but the problem is I run a little bit of ash because all my ash I consume for making soaps. So I have to be a little bit, maybe a little bit. And another thing is, if my steam engines are not running, then I also don't produce too much ash. So I decide to make more steam from burning fossil fuel, so I get ash, than to use them. Use electric boilers. I like to replace the electric boilers a little bit with the steam boilers. The boilers, how you call it? The boilers what use fuel. Okay, bones, biomass. Now biomass is key coke. Key coke we have, I don't say enough, because if we use many key coke then I also run out. And key coke, by the way, use a lot of electricity. Bones we have urea, we have not too much. Blood we have also. I think this is the best recipe for it, because another recipe is this, seaweed, and seaweed is also, and that cost me also 20 ash. Another one is manicure, but we have also not enough right now, because the animals what we have is not enough. I get only manicure from the owl, and that's not enough. And for fish, now a fish that is also a headache, because fish I have not enough fish. Also, I have to upgrade it again. I did it already one time, but I have to do it again. So to get this one, we need Yeadols. Yeadols with seaweed in a biofactory, and that is voor je 20 seaweeds, dan krijgen we 30. Even kijken, wat is het? How much we need? Oh, we need 100. Ja, wacht eventjes, 100. But every cycle, don't forget, get 18 science packs. Dus, it's a good deal. It's quite... and we don't need that many science packs, because we have to spend so much time to get the next level science packs that if you do it fast, the science, you consume too much everything, and everything is too short, and on the end you have to wait that you're finished with building everything and research everything and make everything. I not research because it is research already. That you make everything, because it really takes time to build everything, and the recipes get harder and harder to make. I can tell you. So you have to think very good how to build it, what is efficient, what are the choices you have to make. Okay, I have enough talking now. Dat is dus the plan for the science packs. Yeah, so we are quite close. I hope, but I don't promise it, to get the first science pack from the belt. Don't expect that we have many science packs immediately, but I try. Okay, thank you for watching again. I hope to see you the next episode, of course. And take care of yourself. And don't forget to subscribe.